My finger is on the button.
Push the button.
Time has come to galvanize.
We're the land of the...
Welcome, everyone. Let's get ready for some NBA.
Kevin, thanks.
Oh, you know what? I love that work ethic. Thanks, DA. So let's take a look at the Toronto Raptors starting lineup. Anunoby and Siakam in at the forward slots. Red Van Vliet out there with Lowry, and it's Ibaka in at the center. And for the Celtics, Walker and Brown, they're manning the backcourt. Hayward at small forward with Tatum at the 4. And it's Tice in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Now running, there comes Lowry, pushing the ball up. Well, great fans and players alike are excited for tonight. This is just not another game on the schedule.
Clash of the Titans in this one. This will be a great test for both teams. And the first of many to come. Explosive offensive talent on both sides.
Yeah, I'm curious to see which team is able to dictate the pace tonight as well as the style of play.
Now here's Hayward. Brown drives in. Rebounded by Serge Ibaka.
It's not easy to keep him from converting those. I mean, the D has to be airtight.
Van Vliet can't get it to go. And so Brown will bring it up for the Celtics. And the rejection by Ibaka.
And, well, he's been the NBA's leader in blocks multiple times. Ibaka just has that rare instinct for it.
Hayward passes to Walker. Clock at 6. Stolen by Van Vliet. Fast break Toronto. And here they go. Got a piece of it. Outside for Lowry. Toronto working the ball around now. There's the dish to Ibaka. Siakam passes to Lowry. The second effort. Back to Siakam. Ibaka finds Siakam outside Lowry. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Left side Ibaka. Second shot opportunity. That shot off the mark.
And the cold start gets a little colder. Just 1 for 4 to start the game.
And a move Hayward perfected last season, coming to a full stop in the lane and hitting that little short jumper.
Yeah, Greg, I mean, he'd stop and defenders would just keep going. Every player uses different tactics to create separation. For Hayward, that became his go-to move off the bounce.
Lowry kicks it out to Van Vliet. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Brown. Smart's checked in for the Celtics. And Wanamaker comes in for Kemba Walker. The Raptors also with a sub. Davis is checked in. Here's Van Vliet. After 2 misses to start the game, he's on the board with that shot made.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
Van Vliet against Smart. Davis kicks to Anunoby. Van Vliet right side. Pass to Siakam. Over Smart. Van Vliet controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Wanamaker looking over the floor. And here's Tatum for 3. Another shot. Smart on the wing. Lets the 3 fly. And Davis pulls it down.
Got to give him credit for his confidence. I mean, he hasn't hit a single shot this quarter, but he still keeps firing.
Siakam outside. Ibaka in the post. Tatum on him. And Ibaka slams it in.
And not the most flamboyant dunker, but Ibaka goes to the rack with rude intentions nonetheless.
He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And you know, when you have that gentle touch, those tip-ins are easy to come by. Now here's Van Vliet. Shots good by Ibaka. At the elbow, it's Brown. It's stolen by Davis. Now here's Van Vliet. D right on him. Kicks it out to Siakam. Back to Van Vliet. 6 to shoot. It's deflected. And here comes Brown, leading the fast break. That one dropped for his second bucket. Mark him 2 for 4.
What speed in transition. Brown just slashing down the court for the high percentage shot.
And it's blocked by Ibaka. And they're able to recover. And the Celtics can't hang on to the ball.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
And some changes here for the Celtics. Enes Kanter's checked in for Daniel Tice. And it's Robert Williams in for Tatum. A new group in now for the Raptors. Marc Gasol is checked in for Ibaka. Chris Boucher comes in for Pascal Siakam. Andre Hollis-Jefferson, he's checked in for OG Anunoby. And Norman Powell subbed in for Fred VanVleet. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Toronto ahead. They lead by a bucket. And don't go... And before the game, we checked in with Marcus Smart, who told us how...
I'm the youngest of 4 boys, so...
And no question, Smart is considered one of the toughest guys, Greg, in the NBA.
You have to love his passion, his willingness to sacrifice his body for the team on a nightly basis.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And from what we've seen so far from the Raptors, guys, your thoughts?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, they really got after it. I mean, they made life extremely difficult for the shooters, which is why they hold this lead.
Setting the floor for the Raptors. There's Boucher out there with Hollis-Jefferson. And it's Marc Gasol. Then there's Norman Powell. And it's Davis in at the point guard position. And Toronto making a change here. Lowry's checked in. Here's Gasol, and Gasol with the dunk.
Not a lot of ups needed right there for Gasol to get up and hammer the dunk.
And it's Walker penetrating. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Just like butter. The finger roll is all about the feel. He's got plenty of that.
Lowry dishes to Gasol. Kicks it to Powell. The 3. But they recover it. Back to Gasol. And Gasol with the dunk.
And this is why you got to put a body on Gasol. Great size and anticipation on the glass.
Walker in the post, now recovering, and the layup's good off the glass.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off. And with the Celtics entering that win-now mode last season, the acquisition of Walker just made too much sense.
Yeah, he's a proven winner. Dating back to college, Walker's made a ton of clutch shots in his career. GA, as long as he's in Boston, he'll have plenty of opportunities to continue.
Williams can't get it to go. And it's Lowry with the ball, brings it up for the Raptors. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Kemba Walker picks one up.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Greg, I think of you in a New York Knicks uniform, legendary arena you played in. What was that experience like?
Kevin, intense. I remember the first time I suited up in a preseason game. We played the Dallas Mavericks. Both teams went up and down the court 3 times and nobody scored, and the fans started booing. And that's when I knew this is a little bit different. You better bring your A game.
And thicker skin, correct?
That too, yeah. Fortunately, there was no social media or internet back then. Goodness gracious.
Not a guy you want to foul. Walker's a tremendous free throw shooter and does a great job of getting himself to the line.
This is his first free throw of the game.
And last season, 86% from the line. So he's always had that calm presence at the line no matter the situation.
Jason Tatum, he's checked in for the Celtics. Jaylen Brown comes in for Smart. Siakam is checked in for the Raptors. OG Anunoby comes in for Hollis Jefferson. Walker the pass to Tatum. He doesn't hit that one. And Toronto will come the other way. Stolen by Cantor. Left side Williams. He kicks to Brown. Back to Williams. Nice ball movement by Boston. Walker the pass to Williams. Cantor trying to free himself up. Williams can't get it to go. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot two here. It goes on Jason Tatum.
Clearly a foul.
The Raptors shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night. The free throw drops for foul. And some changes here for the Celtics. Daniel Tice comes in for Enes Kanter. And Brad Wanamaker subbed in for Kemba Walker. Raptors also changing it up. Serge Ibaka, he's checked in for Gasol. And it's Fred VanVleet in for Kyle Lowry. 1:52 left here in the second. Brown against Powell. Brown, good.
And Brown is just utilizing his athleticism yet again. I mean, this time from the interior, though, but just sinking these close-range shots.
Brown against Powell. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. 6 on the shot clock. VanVleet finds Ibaka. Count that one from VanVleet. VanVleet's got the lead up to 4 now for Toronto.
Nice pass. I mean, putting in work on the interior. Gotta love it.
Here's Wanamaker. It's hauled in by the Raptors.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Anunoby passes to Powell. From the corner. They get it back.
Yeah, and their shooting really starting to pick up here in the second.
The Celtics have gone 4 of 10 in the second quarter from the field. Left side Tatum. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Yeah, the footwork, the positioning. Tatum's a difficult cover inside.
Davis is checked in for Toronto. And the second free throw, good.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
To the paint, it's tipped. And that'll be Toronto as it goes out of bounds. Raptors retain possession.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
And you can tell he feels he should have had it still. The hustle was impressive.
Just 5 on the clock. Three-pointer. Jaylen Brown with the rebound. Celtics trail by 5. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
He's got it going here in the second, gaining momentum as this game continues to go.
The Celtics have split their free throws right down the middle so far. They're 2 for 2.
And for Brown, it's about consistently improving. We've seen flashes from him, but now it's time for him to meet expectations.
And the call will be against Brad Wanamaker. That's his first foul. He dishes it to Ibaka. Back to Lowry. And the pass to Ibaka. And Ibaka slams it in.
And that's just smart basketball. Lowry reading the overcommitment and just whipping the ball to the open man.
And that's it for the first half of action.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back. To the first quarter for the Raptors was fairly even. At the end of the period, they were up by 2. And that...
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You look at Jaylen Brown, what a contribution.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
This game has his fingerprints all over it. Now looking to replicate what he did in the first half.
We've got Williams, also Hayward out there. Williams is out there with Marcus Smart. And it's Wanamaker in at the point guard. That's who's in the game for the Celtics. And not only is Smart one of the best defenders in the league, Greg, he's also one of the most versatile players in the NBA.
Yeah, when you talk about players who can guard 1 through 5, it's usually referring to Kawhi, PG-13, or Giannis, but Smart at 6'4" has the strength, the anticipation, and the toughness to hold his own against anyone. It's remarkable.
Pass to Wanamaker. There's the three. Rebound by the Raptors. Ibaka's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
But this is not the start they wanted coming out of the break. 0 for 3 so far, and they're not playing with much intensity.
Van Vliet wide open. Off target from three-point range. And here's Hayward. He'll bring it up for Boston. 6-point game. Here's Wanamaker. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Oh, nice look there from Smart, finding the open man.
Three-pointer, Lowry. Rebound by Williams.
It's still early, but a 1 for 4 start to the half, that's a bad sign if you ask me. They've got a can't-miss play. Now's the time to break the glass and pull it out.
And it's out of bounds. The Raptors will take it the other way. A fantastic mobile one block. This one deserves another look.
And you can see the mindset he has. When the game's this close, he's going to bring it at that end of the floor.
Marc Gasol is checked in for Toronto. Chris Boucher comes in for Pascal Siakam. Lowry passes to Van Vliet. Just 5 to shoot. Boucher kicks to Gasol. Nice D from Williams.
They're having trouble getting going here in the second half. I mean, that's their 4th miss in 5 attempts. His offensive skill set is off the charts. He has more than a few ways to punish him.
And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Anunoby against Williams. Lowry deciding where to go with it here. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And the Raptors lead by 4.
A veteran guard with a knack for penetrating defenses. Lowry can pretty much get any shot he wants.
Smart finds Hayward. Left side Williams. Celtics passing it around. Toronto grabs the miss.
Oh, that's just a lucky break for the deep. Yeah, keep giving him that shot. Bad things will happen.
And you can't afford to lose Anunoby in transition. As soon as he has a step on you, it's over.
Boucher with the steal. Fast break. Here we go. Count that one from Van Vliet. And it's an 8-point Raptor lead.
Moving it around. 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Wanamaker. The shot, no good. And it's the Raptors taking it the other way. Van Vliet passes to Boucher. Smart against Van Vliet. Pass to Boucher. Back to Van Vliet. Shot clock at 6. Anunoby has the open look. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. One-on-one fast break. The shot will not fall.
His field goal percentage has dipped this quarter. I mean, his movement has to be better. He has to find the open spots on the floor.
Cantor checked in for Boston. Walker comes in for Brad Wanamaker. Raptors also changing it up. Norman Powell comes in for OG Anunoby. Davis is subbed in for Fred Van Vliet. Celtics trail by 8. And Williams gets it to go on the assist from Smart.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
Now, how about then not settling? I mean, instead of being lazy with the shot selection, they go right to the rim.
Lowry up top. He's guarded by Williams. Gasol kicks to Boucher. Pass to Lowry. Toronto needs to get off a shot. Stolen by Cantor. And now running up the court, Hayward's pushing it up. Here's Smart. And Davis pulls it down. Toronto leading by 6. Here's Lowry. And the layup falls. And that's now 6 points for Kyle Lowry.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Boston's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
If his performance this quarter is any indication, I don't think he's the one who's going to let them out of the hole.
And Hayward with the stuff.
Well, that's just elite defense by Smart. Seizing the opportunity and taking it the other way.
Now here's Powell. Lowry passes to Gasol. The 3 from Davis. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so it's Toronto with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. We'll return shortly. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
I mean, well, if you're the coaching staff, I mean, you're pumped up. This highlight will not only make it on the TV, it'll make it to the film session.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. So for Toronto right now, Siakam and Ibaka, the duo down low. Terrence Davis is out there with Norman Powell, and it's Hollis Jefferson in at the small forward. Stolen by Cantor. Walker with it. Dishes it to Brown. Got a hand on it. They recover it. Tice finds Brown. Tatum wide open. He fires one. No good with the triple. Raptors leading by 4. Davis, the pass to Siakam. Here is Ibaka. He's covered by Cantor. Up top, Hollis Jefferson. Powell, no one around him. A 3-pointer off the mark. Boston's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. And Terrence Davis gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Fred VanVleet is checked in for Norman Powell. And here's Tatum for 3. Great positioning on the putback.
They are just killing them on the interior.
And so Ibaka will bring it up for the Toronto Raptors. The lead is 2. Davis kicks to VanVleet. We've gone about a minute and a half into the fourth quarter. The pass to Siakam. To the middle. Outside for Davis. 5 to shoot. Toronto working the ball around now. Ibaka, no luck. Celtics have gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. And it's denied. Take back by Siakam. Gordon Hayward's checked in for the Celtics. OG Anunoby's checked in for Toronto. Here's Brown. That misses. Had a chance to tie it there. Toronto shooting pretty well at 46% from the floor. He gets that one. And the Raptors lead by 4.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
It's Brown on the wing. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker.
There you go. His first 3-pointer of the night. That should calm him down. Maybe even get him going a little bit.
Raptors have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Outside for Davis. Good on the 3-point shot. Davis has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Talk about great competition going on. That's what makes a matchup like this so much fun to watch. Oh, with surprising leadership from a young player, Tatum remains focused in big moments.
Anunoby, good.
And the native of England, Anunoby doesn't back down from taking the big shots.
Davis kicks to VanVleet. Off target with his 3. Celtics trail by 4. Brown the pass to Walker. Tice trying to break free. It's good on the putback.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Toronto's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Stolen by Walker. And here's the fast break. Walker leading the way. Stolen by VanVleet. 1:31 left to play in the final quarter. Ibaka, the pass to Davis. Inside, here's Siakam. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Siakam. And the Raptors making a change here. Lowry's checked in. Boston shooting at 36% on the night. They've got to step it up offensively. They double-team Walker. The three from Tatum. Tice kicks to Brown. And stolen by Siakam. Fast break. Here come the Raptors. Lowry passes to Ibaka. Pass to Anunoby. Back to Ibaka. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That's on Jaylen Brown.
And this is where Ibaka is becoming a little more savvy. Just catches the defense off guard. All they can do at that point is foul.
Smart's checked in for Jaylen Brown.
And those free throws will mean a ton now. It makes it a 2-possession game.
A shot by Hayward, wide open. Good! And that shot brings them to within just 1.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
That's why they put the ball in his hands. They know they can count on him to make crucial shots.
Lowry against Walker. Ibaka. Good!
And this is where Ibaka's steely demeanor serves him well. No hesitation under pressure.
Tatum's shot is off. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Outside Lowry. Siakam kicks to Anunoby. Takes a 3. Rebound Boston. Stolen by Van Vliet.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
He hits the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And a tough break as his second attempt at the line. No good. Smart, wide open. He fires. Off on that one. And so the big win by Toronto in a tight. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks.
welcome to a new episode of NBA 2K TV. Chris, I know you've been so excited to do this, so go ahead.
Congratulations to the Los Angeles Lakers, title number 17, tying the historic Boston Celtics. Everything is right in the NBA world. We are the champs. Thank you so much, Alexis.
Here are the five for the Raptors. Siakam and Ibaka, the duo down low. And Van Vliet out there with Lowry, and it's Anunoby in at the small forward position. And for the 76ers, the tall lineup out there for the 76ers. Simmons, Richardson, Harris, Horford, and Embiid. Simmons, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And you rarely see the vision and playmaking of Ben Simmons in someone that size. That you can put him up there with Magic, LeBron, and Penny Hardaway in terms of those taller playmakers.
Yeah, you're spot on there, Greg. I mean, he's unique, really unique and gifted in that regard. And with all great passers, there are a couple of things they do well. One is they see a play or two ahead. They anticipate and throw the ball where it should be going, anticipating that. And the other thing is the timing with which they make their passes. It's usually right at the right time and the opportune time for a teammate to score on the catch.
And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. And Embiid has got the ball here for Philadelphia. Here's Simmons, and it's denied. Sent back by Siakam. Down low, Van Vliet. That's tipped.
Richardson showing you his defensive anticipation there with the block shot.
And Fred Van Vliet is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. Here's Simmons. Now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
A veteran guard with a knack for penetrating defenses. Lowry can pretty much get any shot he wants.
And the shot is good.
And the defense, no factor, which is why he simply laid it in.
Siakam against Horford. To the inside. Ibaka, the offensive rebound. Back to Siakam. Pass to Ibaka. Embiid with the steal. And now Philadelphia on the break. Embiid leading the charge. Outside, Simmons. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Kyle Lowry picks one up there.
You just have to be more careful with Simmons. I mean, he's absolutely brilliant at keeping the defense off balance.
He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line. Here's Anunoby. Good, and Van Vliet gets the assist.
And the penetrating ability of Anunoby, confident when it comes to attacking the defense.
The drive by Simmons. And here's the fast break. Siakam leading the way. His first shot is a miss. 0 for 1 to start the contest. For the finish.
Oh my goodness! That was special. You really can't let Simmons get going off of these dunks. I mean, his confidence just rises when he slams it down like that.
Lowry. And he uses the glass on the layup. Lowry's got his second basket of the game.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
The drive by Simmons. A putback, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Horford being opportunistic there and getting busy pounding that glass.
Lowry against Simmons. Siakam outside. It doesn't go for him. Good work defensively by Horford. And Simmons has got the ball here for Philadelphia. It's a 5-point game.
Sensational speed by Simmons, trucking it down the court and beating everybody.
Here's Lowry. The shot, no good. So Philadelphia will take it the other way. Here's Harris. Rebound by the Raptors. Ibaka's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Van Vliet wide open, and the Raptors miss again. The 76ers leading by 7. Here's Simmons, and it's blocked by Ibaka.
And, well, he's been the NBA's leader in blocks multiple times. Ibaka just has that rare instinct for it.
A second chance effort. Toronto grabs the miss.
Very surprising that he came away empty there, especially given room to operate.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Anunoby. And the 76ers making a change here. Eibel's checked in, and Toronto also making a switch. Terrence Davis, he's checked in for Kyle Lowry. Thibault kicks to Richardson. Here's Horford. Siakam pulls it in. Raptors trail by 7. Here's Davis, and it's blocked, and he recovers it. Here's Van Vliet. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Now, here's Thibault. Tight defense on him. That one falls.
Oh, he's got such outstanding vision for a big guy, and he's a willing passer. He knows the importance of keeping the ball moving.
Van Vliet with it, and it's Richardson picking him up. And that'll be Toronto as it goes out of bounds. Raptors retain possession. And Philadelphia will go for a different look here. Scotty's checked in for Embiid. Robinson comes in for Al Horford. Korkmaz, he's checked in for Tobias Harris. And Alec Burks subbed in for Richardson. A new group in now for the Raptors. Marc Gasol is checked in for Ibaka. Here's Boucher comes in for Pascal Siakam. Hollis Jefferson's checked in for OG Anunoby. And it's Powell in for Fred Van Vliet. Burks finds Robinson. And the foul on Alec Burks. That is his first foul of the game.
An occasional over-the-back call is fine with him. That's just how he plays and how he attacks the glass.
Yeah, you know what? They say you would always rather have a player that you need to turn down than to turn on. So being aggressive versus passive, I want the aggressive guy all the time, even if it means a few fouls.
And so it's Ben Simmons making highlights for the Philadelphia 76ers. He comes away with 11. And we spoke with Joel Embiid earlier. He hopes to set an example.
Being from Africa, at the end of the day.
Well said. Certainly, Greg Embiid puts himself front and center, willing to lead the cause on and off the floor.
And this is where his big personality helps. He has a larger-than-life quality that really just captivates people.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for the 76ers.
That mid-range shot has been a weapon for them up to this point, fellas.
You know, it also hasn't taken them long to make their mark in the paint. I mean, they're doing a lot of their scoring from in there.
They've got Scott. Robinson is out there with Korkmaz. Then there's Alec Burks. And it's Thibault in at the shooting guard. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. Outside, Davis. 2 free throws coming up. Folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And given how big and powerful Hollis Jefferson is, not surprising to see him utilize that strength to draw fouls inside.
Catching up on the changes for Philadelphia. Shake Milton, he's checked in for Matisse Thybulle. And Simmons subbed in for Burks. Kyle Lowry, he's checked in for the Raptors. And the foul on Mike Scott. That'll be his second foul of the game. Toronto, they've gone a nice 3 of 3 to start the second. Strange to see Marc Gasol shooting from outside. His game, Greg, wasn't always like it is now.
I mean, Gasol has added a 3 to his game in the last seasons with Memphis, and it was an immediate success. He became a functioning stretch 5. Early in his career, he was more likely to drag you to the block and just bruise you more than anything else.
Really, it's a thing of beauty to watch Hollis Jefferson move the ball like that. I mean, he's a team-oriented guy who looks to make the pass as much as possible.
And so Lowry will bring it up for Toronto. And there's a whistle, and that's going to go on Simmons. That's his first foul. Serge Ibaka has checked in for Chris Boucher. And so here's Toronto. And here is Powell. Got it. Good job in the low post. And the Raptors lead by 3.
And it seemed like they couldn't get anything to fall in that opening quarter, but you can just feel the momentum starting to shift.
Yeah, things are starting to look up. I mean, they're making amends for that slow start, finding a rhythm right now.
Some changes for Toronto. Siakam is checked in for Gasol. OG Anunoby comes in for Rondé Hollis-Jefferson. And it's Fred VanVleet in for Powell. Here's Milton. Rebound by the Raptors. Ibaka's got 6 rebounds now in the game. A shot by Lowry. Wide open. Off target from outside. The 76ers trail by 3. Here's Robinson. And it's VanVleet with the rebound. Lowry with the ball. Robinson picks him up. And stolen by Simmons. Here's Milton. Throws down the breakaway jam.
Simmons doing a nice job there mucking up passing lanes and making life difficult for the opposition. And that's a mindset, but also activity and energy display.
Lowry dishes to Ibaka. And stolen by Simmons. Here's Milton. Drops in the layup for 2. Milton's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And the defense to start that play was terrific. I love the fact that they attacked early in the shot clock.
Unloads. Shots good by Ibaka.
And offensively, Ibaka's been spending more time out on the perimeter, but watching him work inside there, you realize that may still be his bread and butter. Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure.
I get the feeling, guys, that he may be sensing that this is a critical time in this game.
Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
Yeah, it reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Embiid, he's checked in for Scott. Horford comes in for Glenn Robinson III. Harris is checked in for Korkmaz. And Josh Richardson subbed in for Shake Milton. And the Raptors also making a change. Davis is checked in. Here's Siakam. Good, and VanVleet gets the assist. Siakam's got his first 2 points.
With a harmonious blend of length.
Whoa, what a finish!
Oh, and he got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open.
And I like it. I mean, some coaches might want to see just a sure-handed lay-in there, but for me, I don't mind a little extra.
VanVleet attacking. Here's Ibaka. No good. That's miss number 2. He's 1 for 3. The 76ers have gone 7 of 13 from the field since the start of the second. Siakam against Horford. Kicks to Simmons. Lock at 6. Shoots over VanVleet. And it's Simmons. That time on the assist by Horford.
Yeah, and you know, for Simmons to be so young, he has a great basketball IQ, and he plays to his strengths on offense and plays to them well.
That will count. And so it's Ben Simmons making it. Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Shaq is here. Ben Simmons putting in some incredible work. He ended up with 22 points, And Tobias. And that'll about.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. What a game we're seeing from Simmons.
In that first half, he was a hot knife, and the defense was butter, sliced right through them.
Well, you know what, guys? My question is this. Who's he going to posterize in this half? You know, we've already gotten a number of filthy dunks out of it.
So the Raptors 5 right now. Anunoby and Siakam in at the forward slots. Lowry out there with Fred VanVleet. And it's Ibaka in at the 5 down low. Richardson against VanVleet. Here's Simmons. And then Simmons slams it in.
Simmons putting his outstanding athleticism to use on that drive. A remarkable penetrator who knows exactly how to carve up the defense.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
And there's the foul. It goes on Serge Ibaka. That's foul number 2 for him. And some changes here for the Raptors. Marc Gasol's checked in for Ibaka. And Norman Powell subbed in for Fred VanVleet. And Simmons slams it in.
The slashability of Simmons. Really creating havoc for the defense with his aggressive cutting mentality.
Really left alone that time. Lowry's got 9 points.
Could have been much better defense. I mean, you can't give this guy any room to operate.
And the call, and here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They have decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Here's what Toronto's going with right now. Chris Boucher comes in for Pascal Siakam. And Hollis Jefferson subbed in for Anunoby.
I like his even-keeled demeanor, guys. You look at Ben Simmons, never too high or too low. He's got a quiet confidence about him that bodes well for his future.
Lowry passes to Boucher. The shot's good on the assist by Lowry. 6 points for him.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
Oh, he got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open.
And I like it. I mean, some coaches might want to see just a sure-handed lay-in there, but for me, I don't mind a little extra.
6 on the shot clock. And here's the fast break. Richardson leading the way. And the rejection by Lowry.
But only the first miss of the second half. They come out here with authority.
Boy, he just keeps coming at you. Hollis Jefferson so energetic.
Toronto shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
And they had a lot of success a season ago as a team, hitting about 80% of their free throws.
Shake Milton, he's checked in for Philadelphia. Matisse Thybulle comes in for Ben Simmons. Richardson kicks to Embiid. Powell against Richardson. He can't get that one. Now Toronto takes it the other way. And stolen by Thybulle. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Milton the pass to Thybulle. Harris against Gasol. Knocked away. 5 on the clock. Thybulle can't get it to go. Raptors trail by 3. Powell finds Gasol. It's hauled in by Thybulle. And here's Embiid. He'll bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. Passes it to Harris. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. It's good. And the 76ers lead by 5.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
And Gasol gets it to go.
And, you know, Lowry looks to set up his open teammates beautifully. Nice dime there, and it really keeps the team tied together nicely.
And it's Rondé Hollis-Jefferson with a foul. That's his first foul. Simmons checked in for the 76ers. Then for the Raptors, Serge Ibaka has checked in for Gasol. Terrence Davis comes in for Hollis-Jefferson. And it's Fred VanVleet in for Kyle Lowry.
I tell you, it doesn't get any easier than this, guys. I mean, Simmons finishing with power.
Davis kicks to Boucher. We've got 1:08 left to play in the third. No good on that one. Down low, and Simmons slams it in.
Phenomenal timing that time, guys, from Simmons. I mean, leaving the ground once the pass was released and then tearing the basket almost out of the glass.
And Embiid with the block. And now Philadelphia on the break, and Simmons slams it in.
Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
Yeah, offensively, they've just been rolling. Impossible to stop.
Simmons against VanVleet. Boucher passes to Davis. To the wing right side. Will it go? Rebound by the 76ers.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
No good from Simmons.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
And, you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg.
Well, I like the way he capped off that drive. The one-hand hole punch.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime.
And why not? A little salt in the wound. The more plays they make like that, the more they'll have these guys reeling and on the ropes.
From deep three-point range. No good. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Philadelphia ahead, up 11. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. The talented combo up front, Horford and Embiid. Alec Burks is out there with Ben Simmons, and it's Korkmaz in at the 3. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. Makes it off the glass.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
Hey, defense is taking a back burner, secondary on the marquee, but who doesn't love a game like this? Let's go. I like offense.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that dunk.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
And that's terribly demoralizing for a defense, guys. I mean, they know he's going to keep coming and coming and coming, and that they may not have an answer for it.
Here's Simmons. Good D by Siakam.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
You look at this combination of reach and timing, it makes Embiid a superb shot blocker.
Second chance shot. Wow, way off on that one. The 76ers leading by 9. The drive by Simmons. And the shot goes down. Simmons got 6 in the quarter.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Those looks they're allowing are almost automatic.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Such a clever offensive player. Gasol is especially crafty at finding ways to draw contact while shooting.
Richardson, he's checked in for Korkmaz. The Raptors also with a sub. Kyle Lowry, he's checked in for Terrence Davis. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the 76ers.
They really haven't backed away from running and gunning at any point, but their legs still look fresh.
Something else they've done is force a lot of mistakes defensively, and they've been turning those turnovers into points.
Greg, we have a league of many great playmakers, don't we?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. LeBron James is obvious. You know, he played point guard technically for the first time last season, but he's always been a floor general. You look at a young man like John Morant, and he's been on the attack since day one when he hit the league. And there's so many more of those guys that are having an impact, understanding the value of that lead guard position. It is fun to watch.
It is so fun to watch, I agree. And that one, good. Gasol's got 9 points now in just the second half.
And plays with solid floor recognition. Siakam continues to fine-tune those playmaking skills. And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Siakam outside. No good on the triple.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Lowry passes to Gasol. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And when he's inside, Gasol has such intensity, and oftentimes the defense will get sloppy trying to contest.
And the 76ers making a change here. Harris is checked in. Here's Simmons. Here's Horford, and the pass to Embiid. Here's Simmons. Second shot opportunity, and he lays it up and in. Simmons got 55.
Outstanding focus that time by Simmons. Nothing really rattles this guy. He's unflappable, even when he's getting bodied by the defense like that.
Gasol, that falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry. Lowry's got 5 assists in the game. Off the inbound pass, and Simmons slams it in.
You know, what touch from the Australian native, Ben Simmons. I mean, he's so good at staying under control, even when facing physical contact.
And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Simmons. And Toronto making a change here. Ibaka's checked in. Lowry against Richardson. Lowry looking around. 6 to shoot. This one for 3. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Embiid's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. And Simmons slams it in.
Boy, the floor awareness and passing ability of Embiid, very impressive. And he continues to grow as a passer.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
On the inbound, good, that's another bucket.
Make that 61 point.
Yep, everything is going his way right now.
And that is a great move off the baseline and a big-time play at the basket.
A great, fantastic reverse dunk. Had to get up high for that one.
Guys, that's exactly the kind of play that can really spark a team to a rally.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for the 76ers.
You know, their big advantage was points in the paint.
And they found a way to pound the ball inside. And that was working all game long.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Ben Simmons.
Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do much to keep him from dropping it in.
And Simmons slams it in.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback diminished.
And Ibaka slams it in.
Yeah, leaving nothing to chance there. Ibaka goes up strong and finishes with a little attitude.
Simmons against Lowry. Lays it up off the glass.
Look, it's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
Now they're playing with urgency. They could have done it much earlier before the game was out of reach.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
And I think they can start that celebration right now. I mean, what a terrific team victory.
No good on the free throw. And he sinks the second. Eight seconds left in the fourth quarter. So it's the 76ers winning this one easily. They won this game going away. They were the better basket.
bringing his team to the NBA Finals in 2019-2020. How many straight decades has Pat Riley appeared in the NBA Finals?
Yes, he said decades. Is it 4, 5, 6, or 7?
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
There below is Barkley. So let's take a look at the Toronto Raptors starting lineup. Anunoby and Siakam in at the forward slots. And Van Vliet out there with Lowry, and it's Ibaka in at the 5. And for the Nets, Durant plays the 4 with Allen at center. Then there's Karis LeVert. Then there's Irving. And it's Dinwiddie in at the 2. And Lowry gets double-teamed. Well, the outcome tonight, Greg, could come down to the big men up front.
You know, versatility will be key. The front court that can be physical but also pass it, stretch the floor will likely be the victor.
A threat from anywhere on the floor. Lowry does it with skill, and he does it with toughness.
Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
Oh, big time putback there. What a great motor on this guy.
There is no one who goes after those rebounds harder. Lowry deciding where to go with it here. Pass to Ibaka. Anunoby in the corner. Here's the 3. And again, Toronto with the triple.
OG does a good job of getting ready for catch-and-shoot situations. He knows the value of preparation.
And it's Irving with the ball for Brooklyn. 4-point game. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Toronto's gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. Kicks it out to Van Vliet. Toronto working the ball around now. Siakam passes to Ibaka. Rebound, Brooklyn. And stolen by Kyle Lowry. Up the floor, Dinwiddie with the steal. Oh, and here comes Kevin Durant all alone. Irving from long range. Serge Ibaka pulls it in.
And maybe it's the adrenaline talking, but they're 1 for 4 to start this game. Need to settle down.
Outside Lowry. Clock at 6. To the paint. It's Ibaka. That time on the assist by Lowry.
A good find by Kyle Lowry. Doesn't always get enough credit for his vision.
Here's KD. Off on the layup.
Just a little off to start this game. 1 for 5, looking to find some kind of rhythm.
Pass to Ibaka. And Siakam has it in the corner. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making.
Look out! Here he comes!
That was amazing, and look at the elevation. One more for the highlight reel. KD with the skyscraper.
And here's Van Vliet from the arc. Comes out of the gate empty. He's 0 for 1. Nets trail by 4. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Great job of reading the floor, got to the rim, and made a play.
Lowry kicks to Siakam. Back to Lowry. Pass to Ibaka. To the left wing. Anunoby has the open look. And the Raptors miss again.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
And out of bounds as the Raptors gain possession. Taurean Prince, he's checked in for the Nets. Harris comes in for Kyrie Irving. And here's Gasol. He'll bring it up for Toronto. Outside, Davis. There's the pass to Hollis Jefferson. Back to Davis. The Raptors need to get a shot off. Boucher. The Raptors rebound. Davis, the pass to Powell. Inside. A nice shot by Gasol.
At 7'1", it is hard to keep Marc Gasol off the glass.
Here's Harris. Allen trying to break free. Harris misses. A chance at a 2 for 1 if they want it.
If I'm them, I try.
And foul on the shot. He'll and folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Prince with the defensive effort.
Shut down. This is the way you play defense. This is how you protect the rim.
Nets trail by 6. Here's Lowry. Back to Dinwiddie. It's Prince on the wing. On the wing, Harris. Pass to Dinwiddie. It's Prince on the wing. Now Harris out to the right wing. Here's Lowry. And out of bounds as the Raptors gain possession. It'll count. That shot off. And so it's Toronto with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. Right back. And recently, Kevin Durant discussed what they have to face. I
think we get a lot of teams' best shot.
And Greg, it's one of the great challenges of being one of the teams to beat.
But that's the difference with a superstar like Durant. He can give you elite play from start to finish. Lesser guys can do that only in spurts.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. What do you guys think about the Raptors here in this one?
You could see they were well prepared defensively coming into this one.
Yes, what they do, they take away the things that teams like to do offensively, also keeping them out of sync.
So on the floor for Toronto to start this second quarter, they've got Powell. There's Boucher out there with Rondé Hollis-Jefferson. And it's Marc Gasol. And it's Davis in at the point. Puts up a 3. Nets with the new shot clock. Jordan, and he converts the layup. Jordan's got his first points in this one.
One of the great rebounders in this league. When Jordan does score, this is often how it happens.
Davis surveying the floor. Passes it to Boucher. 6 on the shot clock. Outside, Davis. Shoots over Dinwiddie. That one a little long. Nets trail by 4. Here's Lowry. Nothing that time. He's 0 for 2. Toronto shooting just 33%, struggling to get good looks. Davis dishes to Gasol. Boucher kicks to Davis. To the middle. Here's Gasol, and it's blocked by Jordan.
DeAndre is simply one of the most electrifying shot blockers in the game. If you put up a shot around him, you better put it up high.
Powell, the pass to Boucher. Back to Powell. Dinwiddie against Davis. Pass to Boucher. Good ball movement here by the Raptors. Here's Hollis-Jefferson. And again, no good by Toronto.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that. And
so here's Toronto. Outside, Davis. And there's the pass to Boucher. Outside, Gasol. Boucher, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Raptors lead by 4.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Dinwiddie kicks to Luwawu Cavaro. For 3, Harris. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Now here's Powell. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Back to Boucher. Greg, who would you choose as the best defenders of the NBA pick and roll?
Oof. That is a tough one. This will surprise some people. Nikola Jokic is one of the better big men defending the pick and roll, in part because of his instincts. You know, he doesn't impress me in terms of his physical attributes, but his mind, the ability to anticipate, having a sense of how perimeter players play the game. He's a guy that's terrific. I'll give you an oldie but goodie in Andre Iguodala. He's still terrific. And I pick bigger guys because you've got to be able to switch that and guard smaller players. And, you know, at the center and the swing position, those are 2 guys that still are very reliable.
Size and strength of DeAndre Jordan, brushing off the defender.
Lowry with the ball, and Allen picks him up defensively. Siakam against Durant. Siakam passes to Ibaka. Kicks it out to Siakam. Shot clock at 5. Trying to get open is Ibaka. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Fred VanVleet is checked in for Terrence Davis. Knocked loose, and that's out of bounds. Brooklyn will retain possession.
And he jumped out to that ball immediately. Great reaction on that deflection.
A little bit late there, but you tried to get into your opponent's head. Forced them to go somewhere else with the ball, and he did that.
And his struggles continue. Just still scoreless and just can't seem to take the lid off.
Siakam outside. Back to Ibaka. And no good. And Brooklyn will now go the other way with it.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
With his long strides, Durant can gather at the three-point line and still get all the way to the rim.
Lowry kicks to Ibaka. Back to Lowry. From 12 feet out. Allen with the rebound. Allen's got 4 rebounds in this game. And it's Irving with the ball for the Nets. Only allowed 5 points in the quarter. From deep. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Just 3 on the clock. And Durant sends it back.
I'll tell you, if you're not looking out, KD will send your shot back.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and the Jet, Kenny Smith. Let's get to it. It's Brooklyn out in front at the half. They lead by 1 point. Kenny, give us your tip.
It's been a strong performance.
Thanks for joining us.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. DeAndre Jordan has been sensational.
In those first 2 quarters, he was pretty much an automatic bucket getter if he got it down low on the block.
I have to credit them for their patience offensively. They understood the matchup, and they took the necessary time to exploit it.
Durant plays the 4 with Allen at center. Then there's Irving. Then there's Karis LeVert. And it's Dinwiddie in at the 2. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the 2 teams.
Siakam passes to Ibaka. Banked in off the glass.
Oh, that's great awareness. That's a great pass. Credit Siakam and the work he's done to understand where everyone is in this offense.
Outside Durant. Launches a three. No good that time. Toronto trailing. Van Vliet looking around. To the inside. And Ibaka slams it in.
He's heady. He's unselfish. All Van Vliet does is make winning plays.
Durant wide open. He fires. But they'll get another chance. That shot misses.
Very cold start to the second half. 1 for 5, looking for some continuity.
And Ibaka kicks to Van Vliet. Lowry dishes to Ibaka. And Ibaka slams it in.
The aggressive side of Serge coming through as searched himself at the rim.
Down low, outside for KD. Here's Allen, and slam dunk by Allen.
Doing his job on the glass and doing it with force.
And Greg, it's not everybody in the league who can make those kinds of plays.
You know, this is one of his specialties, keeping plays alive, creating second chance opportunities.
Siakam outside. Shot clock at 6. Lowry from outside. Rebounded by the Nets. Allen's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. In the corner, it's Dinwiddie. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Outside Irving. Makes no mistake on the open jump shot. Irving's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Irving against Lowry. Lowry drawing the double team. Pass to Anunoby. Van Vliet wide open. Sinks the three-pointer. And the Raptors lead by 1.
Yeah, and when you're hit, you gotta hit back.
And you know he was going to try to respond. Those threes canceling each other out perfectly. And that's his second triple of the game. Hadn't hit any in the first half. Maybe they made an adjustment at the break.
Lowry kicks to Van Vliet. Back to Lowry. Lets it go with a 3. Knocks down the 3 ball. Lowry's got 6.
Tough-minded individual. Lowry answers back with his own 3 on the other end.
Toronto's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. Kicks it out to Siakam. 1:29 left in the third quarter of the game. Ibaka, and Ibaka slams it in.
And I don't think anyone knew that Siakam would be this kind of playmaker coming out of New Mexico. In fact, I can almost guarantee it.
And yes, it's good. He has 6.
Guys, they're just getting outworked. I mean, plain and simple. It's got to be more of a collective effort to secure that backboard.
Lowry against Irving. Stolen by Allen. In transition, here come the Nets. Dinwiddie with the bucket.
A solid passer at his position. LeVert excels at finding his teammates when they're open.
Lowry against Dinwiddie. Now Anunoby. Allen with the rebound. Allen's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. The putback, it's rebounded by Anunoby. And so Ibaka will bring it up for Toronto. Lowry passes to Ibaka. Inside. Van Vliet finds Ibaka. Kicks it out to Van Vliet. Back to Ibaka. Good, and Van Vliet gets the assist. And the Raptors lead by 1.
When you have someone with Ibaka's size and coordination, it's a crime not to get him some looks inside.
Lobs it up for Ibaka, trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Raptors lead by 1. And time for the short break, and stay right where. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
You see why they trust him with the ball in his hands. He can make the simple play, and he can pull off the spectacular.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. Setting the floor for the Raptors, we've got Chris Boucher. Davis is out there with Norman Powell, and it's Marc Gasol, and it's Hollis Jefferson in at the 3 slot. Brooklyn trailing. A deep 3 from Irving.
Clearly knocked that one down with ease from that distance.
Yeah. And he's showing signs now of life after going scoreless through the half.
Boucher kicks to Powell. He's looking for Jordan and finds him. Outside Irving. Fires for 3. The rebound by Gasol.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
We've played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
First free throw is good. Karis LeVert's checked in for Luwawu Cabarrot. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
When your bigs can make free throws, it's a huge advantage. Love his approach to getting to the line.
Brooklyn's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. And Irving launches it from deep. The quick look, no good that time. Toronto's gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Hollis Jefferson with it. Picked up by Harris. To the paint. Here's Irving. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Jordan. And the Nets lead by 2. Raptors shooting around 41% on the night. Up top, Hollis Jefferson. Guarded by Harris. Hollis Jefferson passes to Davis. Just 5 on the clock. Raptors moving the ball around. The three-pointer, no good.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
And Irving launches it from deep. Kept alive. Here's Jordan. And that'll be 2. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it with double checking, and the game continues on.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Hey, guys. During the last timeout, I listened to Nick Nurse talk to his team. He wants them to work for more easy baskets in transition. He said, the moment we take possession of the ball, I want us to attack. If there's nothing there, then you can pull it back out and run the offense. Kevin?
Thank you, David.
Calm in the heat of the storm. Kyrie with a big bucket.
Davis kicks to Powell. Back to Davis. Siakam inside. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It goes on Taurean Prince.
Yeah, good job to take it right at them.
Brooklyn making some changes. Jared Allen's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Kevin Durant comes in for Taurean Prince. And Dinwiddie subbed in for Harris.
He's living there tonight, a tough guy to guard without fouling. And the bonus, he's going to knock him down.
Irving for three. That doesn't go in either for Irving. Fast break Toronto. Siakam's running. Davis gets a wide open look. And the Raptors miss again. And so it's Dinwiddie who brings up the ball for the Nets. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
He is just unwilling to settle. He gets right to the rim and makes sure they come away with points.
Here's Gasol. Allen with the rebound. Allen's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Here's Durant. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet. And it's a 6-point Brooklyn lead.
You can see why he loves to play in transition. You give Durant a head of steam, there's no stopping him.
Right side Gasol. Powell in the high post. Back to Gasol. Stolen by Allen. KD hides in. And finished off by KD.
The long strides of Durant gliding through the lane. Throw it down, big fella.
Davis against Irving. Outside for Davis. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. A new group in now for the Raptors. Serge Ibaka, he's checked in for Gasol. OG Anunoby comes in for Hollis Jefferson. Fred VanVleet is checked in for Norman Powell. And it's Kyle Lowry in for Terrence Davis. And oh, here we go. Lowry's got the fast break chance. That's good from VanVleet on the assist by Lowry.
Fearless at the finish. Fred is just unfazed by the game's biggest moments.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Dinwiddie kicks to KD. Irving way outside. Let's keep it alive.
Wow, another opportunity. Just everything going their way. Pretty much the story of this game. Man, at what point do you blame the play calling more than the player? He saw the opportunity to get an easy bucket on the break and took advantage of it.
There's 10 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. And there's the call on Kyle Lowry. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
LeVert the pass to Durant. That's good. And it's LeVert with the assist.
I mean, no hesitation in the clutch. Scoring the ball is second nature to KD.
Here's Dinwiddie. Misses there. And so it's Brooklyn with the win. They didn't make it easy on themselves. All right, David, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do.
We had a lot of fun in season 1, One Will Rise. But now, we're on to something new. And by that, I mean season 2. Next is now.
Yeah, the next is now, all right. And with a new season of My...
The soaring CN. Now before we get going.
Hey, Kevin.
It sure has. Thanks, DA. And now the opening lineup for Boston. Brown and Hayward, they're the wing. Jason Tatum is out there with Daniel Tice. And it's Walker in at the point guard. And for Toronto, Anunoby and Siakam in at the forward slots. Lowry out there with Fred VanVleet. And it's Ibaka in at center. Now here's Walker. Right side Tatum. Brown outside. Stolen by VanVleet. And here we go. Fast break. VanVleet's got it. Outside for Lowry. And Lowry gets double teamed. Back to VanVleet. Good ball movement here by the Raptors. Just 5 to shoot. The drive by Lowry. Count that one from VanVleet. 2 terrific defenses tonight, Greg. They do it in a variety of ways. It's been hard for either team to score.
You know, strong on ball, in help, in transition, and both coaches doing such a great job of making the adjustments. And listen, the reality is defense still can be a factor in determining who wins and who loses.
And we're seeing it right before our eyes. And a wide open look for Siakam. They grab their own miss, and Ibaka is right there.
I have always loved the intensity with which Serge Ibaka plays, especially on the glass. He understands how to use his length.
Count it, good.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
And Kemba Walker is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. And so just over a minute and a half played. Lowry for 3. The rebound by the Celtics. And up the court come the Celtics on the break. Tatum's shot is off.
Oh, that's a golden opportunity to finish on the break, and he blows it.
It was right there for him. He'd love to have that one back. That was embarrassing.
Now here's Lowry. Here's Siakam. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
I mean, the improvement that we've seen from Siakam, it's like nothing else I've ever seen. He's a huge reason for the success of this Raptors team.
Greg, in 2 short years, this guy triples his output from the floor. He goes from a guy who was getting spot minutes, couldn't really get into the rotation, to an all-star. The transition game, his ability to use that speed, and then his approach, the work habits, both of those 2 things have been critical to his growth. Well, just a little too physical out there right now. That's already his 2nd foul.
Celtics making a switch here. Smart's checked in. Lowry drives in to the left side wing. Anunoby has the open look. And again, Toronto no luck. The Celtics have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Tatum gets the bucket.
Talk about hitting the ground running. 4 for 5 to start.
And here's Lowry. He'll bring it up for the Raptors. Trailing by 2. The pass to VanVleet. Anunoby in the corner. VanVleet outside. Pass to Siakam. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Raptors need to get a shot up. And the shot will not go from Anunoby. For Boston, they've gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. And there's Brown. That's good on the assist by Tatum.
I tell you, when Brown is running like that, it's hard to stop him. This guy is superb at beating defenders up the floor.
Lowry passes to Ibaka. Stolen by Smart. And a fast break now for the Celtics. Brown's got the ball. And no good that time. So the Raptors will take it the other way. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Pascal Siakam can be a menace on the glass. He's got length. He's got athleticism. Look out.
Passes to Tice. The kick out to Brown. Hayward outside. Left side Tatum. And slam dunk by Tatum.
Well, you love the unselfishness of Gordon Hayward in that instance. You think of him as a scorer, but he's a terrific setup guy as well.
Outside Lowry. Pass to Anunoby. Out to the right wing. Siakam for three. A rebound by the Celtics. There's 49 seconds left in the first quarter. Tatum. It's rebounded by Anunoby.
Well, defensively, if you allow him to get this close, you're playing with fire. He just happened to miss that one.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. And they pick up 2. Brown's got 6.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. A shot by Lowry. Wide open. No good on the 3. Celtics leading by 4. Brown, good. 8 points for Jaylen Brown.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
And the foul on Marcus Smart. That is his first foul of the game. And so here's Toronto. Davis finds Gasol. Here's Boucher, taken away by Williams. Smart wide open, he fires. And so it's the Boston Celtics with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They're pounding the ball in. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And what do you guys think about Boston here in this one?
Playing inside out in that first quarter led to some high percentage shots in the paint.
It is great when you can get that established early, because to me it opens up every other aspect of your game.
We've got Davis. There's Boucher out there with Rondé Hollis-Jefferson. Then there's Norman Powell. And it's Gasol. And at the 5, home in the paint. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. Walker in the post, guarded by Powell. Off the left rim and out.
Listen, simply put, he's got to finish that. It's not like the defender was right on top of him.
Gasol, no good. Boston leading by 6. Here's Cantor. Williams controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Yeah, hard trying to keep Williams off the boards. He makes it a mission to keep possessions alive.
Outside, Davis. The pass to Boucher. Left side, Gasol. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Powell against Walker. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Walker's got the lead up to 8 now for Boston.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Davis kicks to Hollis-Jefferson. The 3 ball. And Davis can't get it to go.
And even without that 3 ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
And it's Williams throwing it down.
An unreal athlete. Williams gets off the floor with such ease to power it down.
Boucher passes to Powell. The 3 from Davis. They get it again. Boucher outside for Davis. Tries it again. Williams with the block.
A main staple in Williams' game, that 6th sense for when to rise up and deter those shots.
Jaylen Brown's check in for Williams. Now the feed to Cantor, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Greg, as a point guard, you must have had so much fun being surrounded by so much terrific talent at UNLV.
You know, Larry Johnson, Stacey Augmon, I mean, I could go on, and you're right. I was blessed to play alongside these guys. They were incredible talents, finishers, and, you know, you don't always appreciate it going through that moment, but the fact that we're all still close and stay in contact, man, what an awesome experience to be a part of that team.
Chemistry must have been off the charts on that team.
It was, and we had a lot of personalities, man. It was a different era back then, but I tell you, again, I wouldn't trade that experience for anything. And Doris, much has been made of Brown's improvement offensively, and rightly so. But when you ask Coach Stevens about him, he always goes back to his defense.
Well, it's never a surprise for the coach that is the first and foremost thing on their mind. At 6'7", with a 7-foot wingspan, that incredible athleticism, Jaylen Brown can guard the elite wings in this league, and he holds his own and competes at a high level. It's a must-have for any championship team.
And now only one away from being in the penalty.
Gordon Hayward's checked in for the Celtics. Here's Tatum. It's hauled in by the Raptors. And here we go. Fast break. Van Vliet's got it. The putback. It's good on the putback.
Kyle Lowry, despite his diminutive size and point guard position, is one of the best rebounders from his position. Big time.
Here's Smart. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And Van Vliet picks one up.
And Doris, when you're identifying the heart and soul of this Celtics team, Smart is always at the center of that discussion.
Marcus Smart is so passionate. He's so tough, so willing to get down and do the dirty work that affect winning. And consider the role he's taken now as the leader of the Celtics. The ability to mentor a young guy like Grant Williams. Marcus Smart, you want him on your side. Oh, don't you love how unselfish Marcus Smart is? Sees the open man, whips the pass over in just the right amount of space.
Lowry kicks to Van Vliet. No good from outside. On offense, here are the Celtics. They're on a 14-6 run. Yes, that goes in. Brown's got 14 points.
This guy has been a catalyst for them all game long. What a job leading them to this lead.
Van Vliet wide open. Hands it from downtown.
Van Vliet has proven more than capable as a legitimate three-point threat. Knocks down the jump shot there.
Here's Smart. And it's Van Vliet with the rebound. Raptors trail by 13. Here's Lowry. A putback. It's hauled in by Brown. And so it's Hayward with it. He'll bring it up for Boston. At one point, they led by 16. Great positioning on the putback.
And without looking at the scoreboard, you think they were the team trailing and trying to fight their way back.
Van Vliet passes to Anunoby. Back to Van Vliet. Lowry for 3. He can't get it to go.
What a brutal night for this guy, and it is having a ripple effect throughout the team. This is tough.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Lowry deciding where to go with it here. Van Vliet outside. Here's Anunoby. And so it's Boston. Feeling good. Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
After one half of it was a big-time first quarter for Jaylen Brown. He had 14 points. And that'll do it.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. It's been a clinic out there by Jaylen Brown.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
One of the things every player is after is efficiency at the offensive end. And boy, this young guy has done just that.
Our second half of basketball and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. On the floor for Boston. Hayward at small forward with Tatum at the 4. Walker and Brown, they're manning the backcourt. And it's Tice in at the center position. It's deflected. Siakam, right side. Ibaka finds Van Vliet, lays it up and banks it in. Van Vliet's got 7 points.
Boy, Ibaka is such a great teammate. This guy is always willing to find the open man.
Outside Lowry. Down low. And finished off by Siakam.
Well, Kyle Lowry loves the chance to catch the defense napping in the pick and roll. Pretty much no one better at getting it going.
The kick out to Tatum. Gets a hand on it. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Tice has got his second bucket.
Oh, how about the deft touch right there, guys?
He just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball. Siakam on the foul.
Boy, excellent start to this second half. They've missed just once in 5 attempts.
Here's Walker. Good work defensively by Lowry.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half. And moving to a star-laden team last year, Walker continued to produce as he always has.
And the scoring average may have gone down, but that was totally expected. This has been a seamless integration of Kemba Walker. Coach Stevens has got to get some credit here. You allow Kemba Walker to play to his strengths, but you also allow him to thrive in the team situation with other talent.
Outside, Davis. Powell, the pass to Boucher. And here's the fast break. Walker leading the way. Yep, it counts. And the Celtics lead by 14.
The very definition of an unselfish star. Kemba Walker doing work with the pass.
Hollis Jefferson finds Davis. Toronto working the ball around now. And finished off by Gasol.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Right. You could see on that possession, one side playing with a little desperation, the other side losing focus.
Pass to Hollis Jefferson. Gasol inside. He's got 6. Powell, no one around him. And it's off from three-point range. Boston leading by 14. On up the court. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. Greg, 11 years for you in the NBA. You had to have some favorite players that you played besides and with.
You know, it's a great call, and there were a ton of them. A few guys, though, Wilson. Gary Payton, I got a chance to play with Gary for a year and have known him. We used to go at it in high school, and it's really about his personality. This is a guy that constant chatter, practice on the court. That's what fed his confidence. Charles Oakley, another guy, he would run through a wall or through you to win a game. And then Scottie Pippen later in my career, just a winner and somebody who I competed against for many years, but then having the opportunity to play with up close, I got a greater appreciation for his skill set.
What a package Gordon Hayward brings to the table. Size, athleticism, high IQ for the game of basketball. You can count on his decision-making at both ends. I just love his game.
Got a piece of it. Smart with the ball. Picked up by Davis. Smart against Davis. Smart passes to Wanamaker. Here's Cantor. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Gasol finds Powell. Now here's Davis. Now here's Gasol. He's covered by Cantor. Boucher. Good, and the assist goes to Gasol.
Wow, what a find. Marc Gasol, one of the best passing big men in the league.
Come get it, come get it.
26 seconds left to play here in the third. Here's Wanamaker. And it's Gasol with the rebound. Raptors trail by 18. And it's Hollis Jefferson with the jam.
I'll tell you what, Hollis Jefferson doesn't mind showing out a little bit. What a sensational leaper.
Passes it to Hayward. From outside the arc. The shot, no good. It could go. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And so it's the Boston Celtics with a sizable lead as the quarter wraps up. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Siakam and Ibaka, the duo down low. Fred VanVleet out there with Lowry, and it's Anunoby in at the 3. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. Clock at 6. Cantor kicks to Smart. Back to Cantor. And here's Tatum for 3. A new 14 for Boston.
I love that Cantor will pursue rebounds out of his area. This guy's such a powerful player who's willing to exert his will.
Back to Lowry. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That's on Jaylen Brown.
And with Kyle Lowry, the assist numbers don't jump off the page at you, but he has fantastic vision, and his decision-making is also elite.
Greg, for me, what stands out about Kyle Lowry is his willingness to adjust his game based on what his team needs. There's been times in his career where he's been a go-to scorer, and his three-point shooting can be infectious to his team. That toughness on the drive really strikes you. But there's also been times where he takes a back seat to scoring. He says, all right, time to get my guys involved. He can do either.
And here's Tatum for 3. That one misses. And Toronto will go the other way with it.
Well, this has not been his finest hour, but give your teammates some credit for doing the job of stepping in.
And after an abysmal first half from the field, the shots now starting to fall.
You're Smart. He's off on that one. Great D that time from VanVleet. Siakam with it, now guarded by Tatum. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Now Pascal Siakam looking aggressive and determined, which forces the defender to commit the foul.
And the Celtics making a change here. Walker's checked in.
This is what makes him a challenge to stop. He will beat you from the floor, and he can also beat you from the line.
An easy 2 points on the layup. And the Celtics lead by 12.
I think creativity was gifted in Walker's DNA, one of the more capable finishers in the league, especially at his size. Well, after hitting 1 triple in the first half, it's been all radio silence since.
Here's Brown, Tatum on the wing. Looking to get it going. Oh! That is just nasty.
About the athleticism on that finish.
Nice. I tell you, this guy is capable of some amazing finishes. Jason Tatum, my goodness.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Boston leading by 12. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Walker taking his time here. And here's Brown outside. Toronto grabs the miss. And here again, the Raptors in transition. Up the court they go. Siakam, good.
And you've got to love the energy right now. They got hot when they absolutely had to.
It took a shift in strategy, but it seems like they figured it out. Let's see if they can extend this run all the way to the finish.
High drama here, guys. I mean, they've managed to get hot just when it looked like this thing was out of reach.
And here's Payton. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. They led the game at 1 point by 20.
And this is where Marcus Smart has gotten so much better at reading the defense. He sees an open lane and he attacks it.
Toronto with the ball. They're on a 14-6 run. Lowry passes to Anunoby. Back to Lowry. Toronto working the ball around now. Here's Ibaka. Good, and VanVleet gets the assist. VanVleet's got 4 assists in the game.
Well, you love the unselfishness of Fred VanVleet. This guy is so good recognizing when his teammates are open.
Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line. It's going to be VanVleet shooting. That's on Jaylen Brown. Gordon Hayward's checked in for Smart.
Just for this trip to the line, I'll call him by his full name. Frederick Edmund Van Vliet Sr. Had to get that in there. Now we can just go back to Freddie V.
And in terms of size, not your typical center, but man, he plays as big as any of them thanks to that terrific leaping ability.
Anunoby kicks the line. Bangs home the trifecta.
We've come to expect Kyle Lowry to deliver in the game's most important moments, and he does it again.
Here's Hayward, and he banks in the layup. And the Celtics lead by 6.
Such a multi-talented threat on the offensive end, and you love his confidence.
Pass to Van Vliet. To the middle. Here's Ibaka. It's good.
Oh, my goodness. Serge Ibaka with the killer instinct in an important situation. Love it.
Here's Walker. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Walker's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Kemba Walker is fearless and doesn't let the game situation or the clock impact his ability to score it.
Launches it. It's in! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
You can see that OG Anunoby wants the opportunity to deliver in a big moment and does.
Here's Walker. It drops.
My goodness, Kemba under duress, big-time basket.
Toronto's gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. And it's blocked. And Walker with a clear path to the hoop. Lays it in off the breakaway.
Looking to close it out. That one might have been the backbreaker.
Well, at this point, they're so far up, it would take a real collapse to give this game away at this point.
Got it. And now they trail by just 4.
Fred Van Vliet does this consistently. Big-time moment. He's ready to meet it, guys.
And there's the call on Kyle Lowry. That's his first foul. There's 31 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Knocks it loose. It's stolen by Lowry.
Terrific anticipation by him, and that's why he's out on the court.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
We have seen Pascal Siakam's confidence improve dramatically. This guy is becoming a problem as a scorer.
Siakam hits them both.
And that makes it a one-possession game, guys. Got to be the biggest free throws of the game thus far.
To the inside. Lowry passes to Siakam. And here's Lowry. And Kemba Walker is going to pick up the foul. That's his third foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the free throw line for 2. He drops the first one, and that narrows the gap to 1.
I think now that he's become a perennial all-star, it's easy to forget. It wasn't until his 9th year in the league that Kyle Lowry made his first all-star game.
Now a timeout called by Boston. The score is tied at 68. 6 seconds left in the game. And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Jaylen Brown.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. And that has not been the case here tonight. This guy has made everything.
And timeout called by Nick Nurse. Here's Van Vliet. Oh, and a chance to win the game, but the last second shot is offline. And that's going to do it for... These teams have battled tooth and nail for 4 quarters, and now we head to overtime. Should be a blast. And so off the tip, it's Boston. And away we go here with post-regulation basketball. Courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineup for us now in overtime. So for Toronto right now, Siakam at power forward with Gasol at center. Lowry out there with Fred VanVleet. And it's Anunoby in at the small forward. Lowry's gone 3 of 9 shooting. Inside. The kick out to Brown. Outside Tatum. Brown inside. He's guarded by Anunoby. And it's Brown missing. And there's the foul. It's on Jaylen Brown. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. And so Gasol will bring it up for the Toronto Raptors. Lowry from outside. Rebounded by the Celtics. Brown's got 6 rebounds in the game. Overtime still getting started here, just about a minute in.
Boy, he won't miss many from that spot. The defense gets lucky there.
Siakam, right side. Here's Lowry. It's good, and they get the go-ahead bucket. Lowry's got the lead up to 2 now for the Raptors.
And you talk about fighting your way back into a game. They've shown a lot of grit in this comeback.
Yeah, to start off with so many mistakes and still now find a way where everything's working, it allows their momentum and confidence to continue to build.
And the basket by Lowry.
Well, nice finish from that point. Kyle Lowry's got a ton of ways to score once he gets into that painted area.
And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Walker. Toronto's got neither of their first 2 3-point attempts to fall here in overtime. Walker against Lowry. Now the pass to Anunoby. Lowry with the ball. Working on Walker. Offside Gasol. Clock at 4. Beyond the arc. It's rebounded by Tice. Tice has got his 5th rebound in this one. The shot's good from Gordon Hayward. Hayward's got the game tied up here for the Celtics.
Don't you love that Gordon Hayward demanded the basketball in such a crucial possession? He has really matured.
3-pointer, Lowry. It's Lowry again missing, but they get it back. The Celtics have gotten off to a little bit of a slow start from the field in overtime. Just 2 of 6 so far. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Celtics lead by 2.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Outside Lowry. To the middle. Kicks it out to VanVleet. Gasol's in the post. Tice is there. Anunoby, no good. And here is Tatum. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. They get Marc Gasol.
How about the confidence from this young gun? Jason Tatum's length is tough to deal with inside, guys. Well, what a performer this guy is. Game is on the line. He stands up and delivers.
And so it's Boston scraping by with the win. They had to scrape and claw to push it to...
ready and waiting for you right now. Season 2 will also have new agendas featuring some of the best performances from up-and-coming players in the league, such as Luka's NBA debut,
north of the border. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. The tall lineup out there for the 76ers. Simmons, Richardson, Harris, Horford, and Embiid. And for the Raptors, Siakam and Ibaka, the duo down low. Fred VanVleet out there with Lowry, and it's Anunoby in at the small forward. Now here's Simmons. Harris looking it over. Lowry against Simmons, and Embiid is right there.
Oh, you better know where Embiid is. I mean, when you lose sight of him, he'll kill you on the boards.
Lowry against Simmons. Lowry passes to Anunoby. Back to Lowry. He feeds it to Ibaka. And Ibaka slams it in.
And how about the experience of Lowry on full display there? Just finding the open man, and guy's been doing this for now over a decade.
Simmons finds Harris. Back to Simmons. Harris outside. Horford trying to free himself up. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side.
This is what the play's designed to do. Space the floor. Get Harris a look that he likes.
VanVleet with it. And it's Horford picking him up. Pass to Ibaka. Lowry for three. That one doesn't drop. So Philadelphia will take it the other way. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up.
That's just the big boy muscle of Harris. A real energizer who just fights through contact on his shots.
The 76ers shooting their first free throw of the game here.
And a season ago, they hit about 75% of their free throws.
Now, here's Lowry. Over Simmons. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound.
They know they can't give him that shot. The D's are over it, not even giving him an inch of space.
And here we go. Fast break. VanVleet's got it. Good work there as it goes.
And plays with solid floor recognition. Siakam continues to fine-tune those playmaking skills.
Now here's Embiid. And Harris wide open. He shoots. The 76ers again can't hit it. Back to Anunoby. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Back to Ibaka. Anunoby in the corner. 5 on the clock. Shoots it up. That one's rebounded by Embiid.
And listen, sometimes even the best of us are going to miss the easiest of opportunities.
You know, Greg, we can all agree that Joel Embiid's a superstar in the league with his play, but you get the feeling he's the most criticized superstar in the league right now as well.
You know, pundits and fans have questioned his fitness, his fit, but at the end of the day, he does get it done, and the numbers speak for themselves. Embiid's an outspoken guy, which can invite a lot of criticism.
Now Lowry following Tobias Harris's three-point attempt. Can't cash in from close range.
It's time for him to start looking for other options. They can't let him keep shooting. His touch is gone.
And Simmons slams it in.
That's all you have to do. Throw it in Simmons' general direction. He'll take care of the rest.
Here's VanVleet after Ben Simmons' bucket. Siakam outside. Out of bounds, Philadelphia takes possession. Some changes for Toronto. Hollis Jefferson's checked in for OG Anunoby. Norman Powell comes in for Fred VanVleet. And it's Terrence Davis in for Kyle Lowry. Glenn Robinson, the third, is checked in for Philadelphia. Matisse Thybulle comes in for Richardson. Whoa, what a finish!
Run that back. I want to see the replay now. The versatility of Simmons astounding, amazing, impressive. Dunks like this are just insane.
And he gets the bucket.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, that's because he's getting his number called early. I mean, he's doing his part to help carry the offensive load.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Here's Davis, and blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
And the wingspan of Embiid, I mean, very effective at using his length to turn shots back.
Simmons finds Embiid. Now, here's Thibault. Unloads from 13. And it's Horford with the extra effort.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Outside for Davis. Back to Siakam. That's in there. Davis with the assist.
It's important that Siakam plays with confidence from there. I mean, when he does, the results are often like that one.
And the dunk by Embiid.
Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
Oh, man, they built a monster lead here early on, and a lot of this is due to the game plan. That's just a product of good pass work. I mean, nice team basketball right there.
And so the first quarter is in the books. 76ers lead by 9. And back in a moment. And chatting earlier with Ben Simmons, he addressed the scrutiny that players have to deal with.
For me, it comes with blocking criticism from people I don't really need to hear from. You know, I don't.
And with social media now, Greg, blocking out the noise has become for these players even harder.
I mean, truth is, people like to criticize others. We should be celebrating what Simmons has accomplished at a very young age.
And so far, through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And what stands out to you guys from the 76ers in this one?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Old school approach. I mean, if you have a favorable matchup inside, just keep pounding it in there.
They've got Norman Powell. There's Boucher out there with Hollis Jefferson. And there's Davis. And it's Gasol in at the 5. That's the group for Toronto to start the second quarter. And Embiid has got the ball here for Philadelphia. Here's Thibault. Lays it up off the glass. Thibault's got the lead up to 11 now for the 76ers. Well, it seems like every year, Greg, we see some incredible new players come to the NBA, and they are welcome with open arms. Their style of play is so terrific.
No doubt about it. You know, guys like Ja Morant, I think he's got a chance to be one of the greats. And any list about the future of the NBA has to include Luka Doncic. I don't know if there's a better basketball talent than that young man. And, you know, let's not forget about Devin Booker out in Phoenix as well. A terrific, terrific player.
3 terrific kids, you're right.
Solid rebound there. And with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by, Gasol kicks to Boucher. Powell, the pass to Boucher. He can't hit that time. And the 76ers go the other way with it. Here's Burks. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
Perfect example of how to run the break the right way and get a great look.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
They needed that, and I love that he just didn't settle for the lay-in.
And again, Philadelphia turns it over. And the Raptors with some changes. Anunoby, he's checked in for Rondé Hollis Jefferson. Fred VanVleet comes in for Norman Powell. And it's Lowry in for Davis. Philadelphia also making some changes. Tobias Harris comes in for Joel Embiid. And it's Richardson in for Korkmaz. Raptors moving the ball around. Lowry finds Boucher. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. Here's what Philadelphia's going with right now. Al Horford, he's checked in for Mike Scott. And Glenn Robinson III is subbed in for Alec Burks. Richardson, good.
Oh, what an athlete Richardson is. Outstanding at knifing his way inside and converting.
Raptors trail by 10. Lowry passes to Gasol. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Here's Harris. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. They get Marc Gasol.
I mean, look, every year Harris looks more confident. He goes through stretches where he can dominate.
And the Raptors with some changes. Ibaka comes in for Marc Gasol. And it's Pascal Siakam in for Chris Boucher. Simmons checked in for the 76ers. And Lowry gets double-teamed. Van Vliet with it. And it's Horford picking him up. Ibaka against Richardson. Count it, and the 76ers lead has been cut down now to just 8 on the basket from Serge Ibaka.
And the lead frame of Ibaka taking the punishment but still converting the basket. Toughness.
They get it back. Siakam kicks to Van Vliet. That 3 off the mark.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Up again. Rebounded by Serge Ibaka. Toronto, they've gone 4 of 10 in the second quarter from the field. Horford with the rebound. The 76ers leading by 8. And there's the pass to Simmons. Horford trying to free himself up. No good from Simmons. Toronto's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Here's Anunoby, and he bangs it home with one hand.
And the penetrating ability of Anunoby, confident when it comes to attacking the defense.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Well, yeah, high IQ basketball from Richardson. Values the easy assist over a risky shot.
Lowry, good.
Nice job creating for the easy deuce.
Philadelphia leading by 4. Here's Harris. Tips it up, and Simmons is right there. Simmons got 6 points.
No, you can't let Simmons roam free on the offensive board. He's adept at burning the defense with his athleticism.
Pass to Ibaka, and stolen by Horford. Now the 76ers on the break. Oh, the lob for Simmons, and Simmons slams it in.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. And a wide-open look for Simmons, and that shot was up in time, and so it's Philadelphia with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. And
now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, one of the most trusted stars in the league, Al Horford. What does having a steady presence like Horford do for you?
Well, Horford just delivers everything.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Nice game, great performance by Harris.
Man, how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
This game has his fingerprints all over it. Now looking to replicate what he did in the first half.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. And so in the game for the 76ers, the tall lineup out there for the 76ers. Simmons, Richardson, Harris, Horford, and Embiid.
and really advanced as a playmaker. Lowry makes such strong reads off that pick and roll.
Here's Embiid, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. Serge Ibaka picks one up there.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly. And it's crazy to think how soft a touch Embiid has on his shot. The league rarely sees a guy with his size have such a rhythmic form shooting.
Yeah, and Embiid has always been comfortable shooting outside. Not the best percentages from deep, but enough to keep defenders honest. His touch shows up most when he goes into his post fadeaway.
Kicks it out to Siakam. Van Vliet up top. Takes the 3. Good on the triple. Van Vliet's got 7 points.
And just no excuse, guys, for leaving a shooter like him open beyond the arc.
Horford, good.
Look, I love how Simmons makes his teammates better. He's consistent at looking to get them going.
For 3, Van Vliet. And Embiid pulls it down. Embiid's got his 5th rebound in this one.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Van Vliet kicks to Siakam. Just over a minute and a half have passed here in the 3rd quarter. Looking for Ibaka. He gets it there. Back to Siakam.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
And it's Harris with the ball for the Philadelphia 76ers. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Here's Embiid. That one's not going to go. Some solid defense from Ibaka. With the floater, and he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. Greg, in New York, you obviously played in a number of championship contending teams. What do the Knicks have to do to get back to that feel, that kind of team?
Well, listen, it starts with stability across the board, but mainly that means at the top. And you got to give this new front office, this new regime, an opportunity. I think they got some good young pieces, but title contenders are not in a constant state of flux right now. They've got to take their baby steps here and start moving in the right direction.
Like you say, it does begin in the front office.
They're having trouble getting going here in the 2nd half. I mean, that's their 4th miss in 5 attempts.
Hollis Jefferson's checked in for the Raptors. Davis up top. Burks covering. Davis up top. Passes to Boucher. Outside for Davis for the lead. And again, Toronto no up.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
Pass to Embiid. Philadelphia moving the ball around. A beautiful reverse layup. Embiid's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Now proving how legitimate of a threat he is inside. I mean, once Embiid gets it this close, I mean, it's all over.
Here is Davis. And that one drops for him.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Shake Milton, he's checked in for Philadelphia. The Raptors shooting their 4th shot at the foul line here.
And when you look at their numbers from a season ago, 80% as a unit, that's something you'll be happy with.
The 76ers have gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the 3rd. Thibault can't get it to go.
It's a very aggressive defense to prevent the easy lane.
And it's Hollis Jefferson with the jam.
And not the prototype power forward, but he has tremendous athletic ability.
Thibault, the pass to Embiid. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Embiid's got it all tied up now for Philadelphia.
He's done everything they've asked for tonight. I mean, it's all because of all the work he's done that this game is even close.
Davis, the pass to Powell. And here's Boucher. Hollis Jefferson finds Powell. Back to Hollis Jefferson. Raptors with a fresh shot clock. It's good on the putback. Boucher's got the lead up to 2 now for the Raptors.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort. Yeah, easy call.
The 76ers shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game. The 76ers making a switch here. Simmons is checked in. Good on both. 56 seconds left in the third. Davis against Simmons. Davis, the pass to Powell. It's hauled in by Thibault.
And he thought he had a clear path to the hoop, but the defense didn't give up on that play and cut him off.
Right side Davis. And stolen by Thibault. And here comes the break. Here's Embiid. And the dunk by Embiid.
Well, you love to see the big fella run the floor and finish on the fast break. Embiid showing the hustle.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Davis surveying the floor. Kicks it to Gasol. The pass to Powell. 6 on the shot clock. Good, and the assist goes to Gasol. And the Raptors lead by 1.
And that 7'1" Gasol sees over the defense with ease. I mean, fantastic at spotting the open man.
Here's Boucher. Count that one. Boucher's got 7.
Okay, listen, you got to body him up when he's in the paint. If you play off of him, then that's just 2 easy points.
And it's out of bounds. The Raptors will take it the other way.
That's just a needless giveaway. You got to make the defense work for their turnovers.
That's tipped, and we've reached the end of the third quarter. Just a terrific game so far. Toronto ahead. They're up by 3. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, it's also called making a good read, understanding where everyone is and taking full advantage. Fantastic.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Anunoby and Siakam in at the forward slots. Lowry out there with Fred VanVleet. And it's Ibaka in at the center. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. Simmons against Lowry. Feeds it to Ibaka. Kicks it out to VanVleet. The trade. Ibaka, and Ibaka is right there. Ibaka's got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for the Raptors.
Yeah, and the ability to generate points off offensive rebounds, something Ibaka did a lot earlier in his career before he started spending so much time on the perimeter. And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness. Anunoby, no good.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And the foul called on Pascal Siakam. That is his first foul of the game. Embiid, he's checked in for the 76ers. Alec Burks comes in for Simmons. They get a hand on it. Ibaka with the ball. Now defended by Embiid. Here's Siakam. And Siakam throws it down.
What a display of quickness there. If you need to get out and run, Siakam's your guy.
Timeout called the 76ers. And Simmons, he's checked in for Alec Burks. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin, during the last break, I heard Brett Brown talking with his team. He told them flat out, we are turning the ball over too much, guys. We can't keep making the hero ball play. Slow it down, run the offense, and make the safe pass. Back to you, Kevin.
Lowry drives in, goes up and lays it nice and easy. Lowry's got the lead up to 5 now for the Raptors.
And just so crafty around the hoop. Lowry probably 6 feet at best, but he can slip inside and score with the best of them. Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
This is why they go to him. When the game is tight, he ups his intensity level.
Jumps up and slam dunk by Harris.
Showing off that athleticism. Harris is more than happy to slam it down like this.
At the elbow, it's Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
Oh, exactly right. Momentum-shifting plays like that can change the tone of a game.
Kicks it out to Siakam. Horford with it. Picked up by Van Vliet.
Wow, and slowly but surely, Harris is learning what it takes to become a leader. When this team needs him to step up, he has no issue dominating crucial possessions.
And the native of England, Anunoby, doesn't back down from taking the big shots.
Fast break Toronto. Siakam's running. And the basket is good. Got it to go. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review. Yeah, critical that he's able to convert there. Now they've taken the lead.
Siakam. Good work defensively by Horford. And so Horford will bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game.
Becoming more and more of a leader. Simmons has no fear in taking shots on big possession.
Count it. Siakam's got 4 points this quarter.
Massive hoop there from Siakam. We've seen him do it in the finals. This guy showing he's made for big moments.
Simmons with it. Lowry picks him up. And the basket is good.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
Yeah, it seems like whenever one team scores, the other comes right back with a bucket of its own.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Coach trusts him to make winning plays down the stretch. I mean, because he's shown that ability time and time and time again. They get exactly the matchup they want inside him, and it gives them the biggest bucket of the game.
Outside for Lowry. Here's Anunoby. He gets it in there.
What a baller this young man is. Anunoby, even though he's young, he looks like a veteran in the club.
Remarkable, the poise of the young guard Simmons. He knows it's his responsibility to come through in tight spots.
And Van Vliet, here we go. Toronto working the ball around him. Oh, good with the triple.
Defensive breakdown, and they can't capitalize. He'll hit that shot almost every time.
Here's Simmons. Doesn't go that time. And Toronto will come the other way. Misses the layup.
He usually takes advantage of D like that. Should have been a simple layup.
And then Simmons slams it in.
Playing to his strengths on the offensive end. Simmons, I mean, an added bonus whenever he catches fire.
A big-time possession here.
Yeah, and their hearts must be going 100 miles an hour right now.
It falls! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
Yeah, clutch basket, even with him being on the short end of the stick, size-wise.
He's going to take that shot no matter who's on him. He wants the ball in those situations.
So the first one drops, and that gives them a 4-point cushion.
You know, when it's clear Simmons is a unique player. He's 6'10", a guard, can pass the ball, move the ball, great vision. It's a no-brainer that he's been compared to Magic Johnson and LeBron.
Josh Richardson's checked in for Matisse Thybulle. And Ibaka kicks to Siakam. And here comes Horford leading the fast break. And there's the call on Kyle Lowry. That will get him his 4th foul of the game, and due to the bonus, we'll head to the line for 2. He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. And the second of 2 is good. That increases their lead to 6. 5 seconds left to play here in the 4th. Anunoby has the open look. It falls.
It's been this way since halftime.
David, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up.
Yo, it's the 2KMC, and I'm here to inform you on everything going down in the neighborhood. This weekend, it's Basketball Gods. See how long you can go without taking an L as your long...
Coming up next, the Nets. Thanks for joining us here on 2K Sports. So the Nets starting 5. Durant plays the 4 with Allen at center. Then it's Kyrie Irving. Then there's Caris LeVert. And it's Dinwiddie in at the 2 guard. And for the Raptors, Siakam and Ibaka, the duo down low. Red Van Vliet out there with Lowry. And it's Anunoby in at the small forward position. Now here's Van Vliet. The pass to Anunoby. Jacks up a 3. Takes it out to Siakam. Good ball movement here by the Raptors. 6 to shoot. Goes up with it again. Ibaka. And at last they get one to fall.
And the ability to generate points off offensive rebounds, something Ibaka did a lot earlier in his career before he started spending so much time on the perimeter.
Now here's Irving. KD's shot is off. Here's Lowry. First quarter of play, 1 minute played. And Ibaka slams it in.
And, you know, Lowry looks to set up his open teammates beautifully. Nice dime there, and it really keeps the team tied together nicely.
Now here's Irving. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Ibaka's got his 4th rebound in this one. Lowry feeling it out a bit. And there's the feed to Ibaka. Van Vliet outside. Back to Ibaka. And Ibaka slams it in.
Yeah, leaving nothing to chance there. Ibaka goes up strong and finishes with a little attitude.
Brooklyn's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Lowry with the ball. He's picked up by Irving. Dinwiddie against Anunoby. Siakam outside. Back to Anunoby. The Raptors need to get a shot off. Stolen by LeVert. One-on-one here. And on the way from Irving for 3. They get the rebound. It's LeVert on the wing. Dinwiddie outside. For 3, Durant. And the Nets miss again.
Yeah, trying to get going here, but that's an offer for the first 5 here to start the game. And guys, Caris LeVert can do so much while he's on the basketball floor. The problem for LeVert is just staying on the basketball floor.
Yeah, injuries have really slowed him down the last couple of years, Greg, and it's unfortunate because this kid's an outstanding player. He gets it done in every way as a wing scorer. He can make plays, he can defend, he can score the ball. LeVert says he tries to model his game after Penny Hardaway, and if he can stay healthy, I don't think that comparison's too far off.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive edge.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Well, you can be the judge of if it's fair or not, but Kyrie Irving has earned himself the reputation of being moody, to say the least.
Yeah, and you know, sometimes that sword cuts both ways. Sometimes it's the players, sometimes it's the media, and the media's perception. It's a combination of the two. Clearly, Kyrie can sometimes go off on tangents and come from left field in interviews. I mean, he's not the only player, present or past, that's been guilty of that. One thing you can't deny, though, is this guy loves the game. And it's a matter of continuing to mature and grow as a leader. So I say give him more time, and he'll refine himself in that area.
Now Harris following the 3-point attempt by Kyrie Irving. That one's off to a rough 0 for 6 start for him. Fast break. Here come the Raptors. And stolen by Jordan. And they're moving it up. Here's Luwawu. That one goes in.
Well, that's good work by Prince there, spotting the open man and then putting the ball on target on time right in the shooting pocket.
Powell inside. Pass to Gasol. Now here's Powell. He's covered closely. 6 on the shot clock. And stolen by Kyrie Irving. Oh, and a fast break for the Nets. Ahead. Puts up a 3. That doesn't go in either for Irving.
Oof, this has been brutal. I mean, he still hasn't made a single shot. No wonder they're struggling.
Gasol is one of the best passers in the league. I mean, in his position, there aren't many better. Excellent at scanning the floor and finding the open man.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe.
And over the course of last year, he was up over 90%. And with a stroke like that, you see why.
Yeah, those were fine numbers he posted at the line. It was hard to find fault with anything he did from the stripe.
Now here's Powell. Good ball movement here by the Raptors. Davis, the pass to Hollis Jefferson. Shot clock at 6. Powell, no one around him. Offensive rebound. From past the arc. Oh, and the buzzer beater's good.
Ringing the bell. That's the way to close the quarter.
Talk about lifting up a team.
And that does it for the first quarter. Raptors lead by 9. We'll be back shortly, live from Toronto.
As a team, as a unit, as a roster.
Greg Dinwiddie, one of those players who seems to adapt to any situation.
I mean, he's versatile, total team player, will do whatever is asked of him. He's really emerged after being picked in the second round a few years ago.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Toronto.
You know, guys, we've really seen them do a lot of damage in the paint so far.
And the other thing, though, is their execution in terms of their ball movement has been flawless. Sets up a lot of easy scoring opportunities.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. So for Toronto right now, it's Boucher out there with Marc Gasol. Then there's Norman Powell. Then there's Davis. And it's Hollis Jefferson in at the 3, the small forward. And Toronto making a change here. Siakam's checked in.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Over to the left wing. Dinwiddie dishes to Jordan. KD on the wing. Guarded by Powell. 5 to shoot. That one's good, and the Raptor lead is cut down to just 4 points in the bucket from Durant. Greg, you're the all-time assist leader for the Big West Conference. In that frame, talk about some of the traits that make for a good floor general, a good point guard, a good facilitator.
Yeah, I mean, listen, you have to be a leader because that's what the position calls for. Unselfishness, instincts, that stuff matters. But ultimately, your teammates got to feel like you play for them. And that's when you have a chance as a team to be special.
I'm assuming you've always been like that. Am I correct?
No, that is not
really?
true.
Wow.
I evolved into a leader. In all seriousness, I think some guys are natural. Others, like myself, had to evolve into it.
Boy, the confidence of Gasol on the block is really impressive to see. I mean, once he gets good positioning, he goes right to work.
To the paint. Kicks it out to Dinwiddie. Durant against Powell. KD on the wing. Again, the miss by KD.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Here's Hollis Jefferson. The rebound by Prince.
It seemed like he changed his mind halfway through the layup, tried to go to something else, and flat out choked it.
You know, big guys like Jordan who can facilitate are really valuable. Spots the open man and gets it right to him.
It's Powell on the wing. Siakam kicks to Davis. Back to Siakam. passes it to Gasol. Davis gets a wide open look. They get the rebound. And it's Dinwiddie with the ball. Bringing it up now for Brooklyn. Only giving up 2 points this quarter. From deep, Prince tries again. And Gasol sends it back.
You really got to admire the reach of Gasol. He's excellent at utilizing those long arms of his to turn away shots.
And finished off by KD.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long?
Boy, that was a great dunk, and we've got a great game here.
Davis finds Siakam. Down low. And there's Marc Gasol on the assist by Siakam. Gasol's got 4 points in the quarter.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Here's KD. And then Durant with the dunk.
Well, the elevation from Durant should come as no surprise there. I mean, he's dangerous above the rim, and he can go way above it too, folks.
Pass to Powell. Here's Hollis Jefferson. And here is Powell. To the inside and stolen by Jordan. And here comes Harris leading the fast break. The Nets working the ball around now. Baseline try. Jordan. And there's Jordan putting it right back in. Jordan's got the lead up to 2 now for Brooklyn.
This isn't a tough case to crack. If they want to put an end to this run, they'll need to start getting back on D.
Back to Gasol. Siakam left side. A 3. A rebound by the Nets. Jordan's got 4 rebounds now tonight. This one for 3. Kevin Durant can't get that one to fall. And so it's Kevin Durant making headlines and highlights for the Brooklyn Nets. What a quarter that saw them generate a great comeback effort and are now out.
Thanks a lot, Kyrie. What got you going in the first?
My teammates were just fighting me, setting good screens, and just stay aggressive, not only for my...
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball, followed...
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball. The first quarter was a difficult one for Brooklyn. The deficit for them just seemed to grow and grow, eventually reaching the 10-point mark at one stage of the period. Well, we know he's a magician on the court. And
in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. We've seen Kevin Durant really having a great game.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
Second half underway. Here's who Jock Vaughn's got on the floor. Durant plays the 4 with Allen at center. Then there's Karis LeVert. Then it's Kyrie Irving. And it's Dinwiddie in at the 2. Anunoby finds Van Vliet. Misses the 3. The Nets with the lead.
Well, I like this young man, Jared Allen. He's still working to find consistency in his offensive game. He's a really good leaper and finishes at the rim, protects the rim. But his strength right now, which will always be his strength, I think, is his defense. He's outstanding at that end of the floor.
LeVert against Van Vliet. Siakam outside. Anunoby has the open look. Hits the 3-point bomb. Anunoby's got 5 points so far.
And what an assured player. Anunoby believes in his ability to shoot the ball off the catch. And watch out, you don't bring the whole basket down on top of you, young fella.
I don't think he ever wanted to let go of the rim.
Well, you got to make that moment last. Enjoy it for as long as you can.
Van Vliet can't get it to go.
And Clark, with Allen, he's still young, and the comfort on offense has yet to really find him.
Yeah, and you know what? I think he's really scratching the surface there, Greg. I mean, this kid is only played 1 year in college, and he's shown you that he can defend at a high level. And he looks like he's a worker, so I think his offensive game will ultimately catch up with his defense.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
The Raptors making a switch here. Boucher is checked in. And a switch here for Brooklyn. Luwawu Cabarrot, he's checked in for Dinwiddie. Stolen by Van Vliet. Here we go. Lowry, nobody back. Finished off the break.
And understands when to make the right play. Lowry refused to let the fast break opportunity go to waste.
Irving can't hit.
A shot like that is a polite way to say, hey, coach, bench me.
Hey, that's crazy there. I mean, insanity. At least wait until you get across half court. My goodness.
Back to Anunoby. Shot clock at 5. Down low. Ball's knocked loose. Stolen by LeVert. And here we go with Allen running it up the court. And it's Allen slamming it down.
Allen really moves well for a player of his size, and he's always hustling. That set up the fast break finish there.
Raptors trail by 5. Lowry up top, defended by Durant. Lowry, good.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded-out game.
Here's Irving. He's got 9. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Serge Ibaka picks one up there. Greg, how special was it for you that you had your number 50 retired at UNLV?
That's something that I can honestly say. As a kid, you dream about a lot of things. Winning, playing at the highest levels. That's something I never really fathomed, to have your jersey hanging up in an arena. That was a surreal moment, a really cool moment, and it was awesome to be able to share it with my family and friends.
And people probably don't know that you grew up in Las Vegas, so it was probably doubly special, wasn't it?
Exactly. Born and raised.
Jordan, to me, is one of the more reliable bigs in the league. He takes a lot of punishment and rarely takes a night off.
The Nets making a switch here. Harris is checked in. Ibaka, the pass to Anunoby. Sinks the triple. Anunoby's got 6 here in this quarter.
A total defensive collapse. I mean, no reason to allow him that kind of space from behind the arc.
Now, here's Boucher. Guarded by Jordan. And there's the block. Just stops it cold and takes possession. That's good from Harris on the assist by Jordan. Harris has got his first bucket in this one.
And defensively, they've gotten a little careless, not playing with the same focus we saw in the first.
Van Vliet can't get it to go.
And still, he's scoreless. Boy, they could use just a little bit of help from him.
The Nets have been coming through at the charity stripe. They've made 7 of their 8 attempts. Some changes for Toronto. Marcus All's checked in for Chris Boucher. Norman Powell comes in for OG Anunoby. Davis is subbed in for Kyle Lowry. And then for Brooklyn, Taurean Prince comes in for Jared Allen. And Dinwiddie subbed in for Luwawu Cabarrot. The pass to LeVert. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Here's Prince. The shot comes out, so the Raptors will take it the other way. Van Vliet outside. Top of the key, Ibaka. Van Vliet looking around. Bucket is good. Now it's just a 3-point Nets lead.
Outstanding distribution there. I mean, what impressive passing ability.
Out to Harris. It's Prince on the wing.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't.
And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Lowry kicks to Anunoby. Offline with his three. Here's Prince, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
Boy, Karis LeVert has done a nice job elevating his playmaking ability, which helps him and his team.
And we've reached the end of the third. Nets out in front. They lead by 7. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Hey, that was a high-level pass no matter what position it came from. But it does make it stand out a little more when it's made by the big fella.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks, as always, for joining us. Anunoby and Siakam in at the forward slots. Lowry out there with Fred VanVleet. And it's Ibaka in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. Pass to Allen. Now here's LeVert. Here's Dinwiddie. That's good. And it's LeVert with the assist. Dinwiddie's got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for Brooklyn. Moves back up. Anunoby. And it's sent back by Allen.
Boy, that expansive reach of Allen. I mean, so good at positioning himself and using his length and timing to stifle shooting.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Durant's checked in for Taurean Prince, and Irving subbed in for Harris.
Great job of crashing the offensive glass. He stayed with it. That's hard-nosed, tough basketball.
In the corner, Irving with it. And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
Boy, they dodged one there, guys. I mean, he got the wide-open look that he wanted, just didn't knock it down.
And you can't afford to lose Anunoby in transition. As soon as he has a step on you, it's over.
How's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns. Tell you what, when Durant is feeling it, he puts on some swagger. He's going to let you know he's got it going.
Siakam misses. Tipped away. Nets leading by 7. Here's Dinwiddie. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
And both free throws good for Dinwiddie. And so Siakam will bring it up for the Toronto Raptors.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
But look at the basket guy still shaking.
Oh, I tell you what, he loaded up as much power as he could behind that two-hander.
Outside, KD. Irving dishes to Dinwiddie. It's LeVert on the wing. Passes it to Dinwiddie. Irving from long range. Toronto grabs the miss. Siakam's got 4 rebounds in this game.
And he's trying to shoot his way out of it. You know, they have the lead, but honestly, I think it might help if he'd be a little bit more selective tonight. In the one hand.
And here we go with the coach's challenge. A surprise in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
That one's good, and the Brooklyn lead is cut back down to 3 after the basket from Siakam.
Massive hoop there from Siakam. We've seen him do it in the finals. This guy showing he's made for big moments.
And we've seen Durant now hit big shots before. He's no stranger to the moment. Actually, this guy relishes the moment.
Big stakes, big bucket. Ibaka showing he has the mettle to rise to the challenge.
The kick out to Irving. Here's Allen. The rebound by Ibaka. Ibaka's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Van Vliet finds Siakam. Here's Lowry. Makes it off the glass. And now just a 1-point Nets lead.
When it's an important moment in the game, a big time in the game, he flat out takes over. Lowry is a gamer.
Marc Gasol's checked in for Serge Ibaka. Irving passes to Durant. Outside Irving. Rebound by the Raptors.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him. What a baller this young man is. Anunoby, even though he's young, he looks like a veteran in the clutch.
Back to Dinwiddie. The Nets working the ball around now. Levert gets to Irving.
Got it! Kyrie Irving has simply caught fire.
Toronto's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Van Vliet outside. 40 seconds left in the fourth. Siakam passes to Gasol. A shot by Lowry. Wide open. Those three-pointers off the mark. They'll be trying to take as much time off the clock as they can.
Exactly. Expect to see longer possessions from this point on.
Here's Irving. Siakam pulls it in. And it's the Raptors ball. They're on a 14-6 run. Gasol passes to Anunoby. Count it!
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game. Yes.
It's good.
Comfortable in the clutch. That's who Kyrie Irving is, unfazed by the game's biggest moments.
Pass to Anunoby. Gasol, that's a two-pointer. Oh, that shot had a change, but no good. And so it's Brooklyn who scrapes by with the win. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight.